What is happening, guys? Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the sequel to Ed Piskor's beautifully gory horror series called Red Room. This one is called Trigger Warnings. Let's get into it. All right, so I have been looking forward to this book for quite a while, and I am a little bit let down for reasons I will definitely get into here. All right, so here we have Trigger Warnings. It consists of 4 issues written and drawn by Ed Piskor, published by Fantagraphics, $22.99 US. We get some continuing stories with some characters from the first volume, as well as a couple new ideas that I can see being expanded upon in future issues. So if you're not familiar with this series, Red Room is about the dark corners of the internet, where people meet online in these digital spaces called Red Rooms, where murder and torture are being broadcast live via live streams. Now, there are the executioners, which are usually dressed up in specific themes and have their own unique names, who do the killing and torturing. The victims, of course, and the audience who comments and contributes financially to the live streams via cryptocurrency, aka Bitcoin. The first volume does a really good job at establishing the universe, and this volume does a pretty good job at keeping the theme going. Some light spoilers ahead. The first issue has to do with a previous executioner named the Disseminator. He is an overweight individual that likes to use an axe to maim and kill his victims. This story touches on the Red Room operation itself, some of the big players involved, his daughter, and life outside being an executioner for Red Rooms, and the police presence that is investigating this illegal online activity. Now, the next issue has to do with the rise of 2 new executioners to the Red Room scene, their upbringing and reasons for getting involved in the scene. Now, they are an unusual young couple that gets into trouble financially and sees an opportunity brewing in the online murder scene. Now, they become executioners themselves under the name Pumpkins. Not soon after, they start making a ton of money. However, the authorities might be on to their activity. This is probably my most favorite story in the book. The third story is a bit of a departure to what we're used to seeing, with a similar theme taking place, however, on an island instead. We get this strange tribe of people, human sacrifices, some more stuff about cryptocurrency. I want to tell you more about this one, but I think it's best that I let you read it out for yourself and enjoy. This one is also a good one. There are quite a few Easter eggs and cultural references that are sprinkled throughout this book. If you are a horror fan or a 80s, 90s kid growing up, there are some Easter eggs similar to in the first book with EC Archives, the Crypt Keeper, some introduction by a strange individual. And another interesting aspect about this book and series is that you actually get to see from the point of view, like if you're looking at a computer screen, you can see like the Red Rooms and the chat room and all the different conversations that people are having during these killings. So the final story has to do with a previously introduced character named Levy, who is working with the law enforcement to try and bring down the Red Room operation. He's got a few hidden secrets of his own, however. This story is mainly focused on the consumers of this illegal content, which are mainly rich, well-established, high-profile individuals, and them trying to cover their tracks before the law catches up to them. Some pretty good stories. As for extras, we have a rough Red Room first draft here, which I'm not really interested in. After that, we get a breakdown of some of these issues by Ed Piskor himself, some reasonings for his ideas, some more Easter eggs. After that, we get a sneak peek into the next issue, which focuses on the Disseminator storyline from the first issue of this volume. Visually, overall, the art style here is very pleasing. Interesting, detailed, gory images that really go beyond the imagination of what we're used to seeing in the genre. However, I would have to say that the first volume of the series is a lot better storytelling and art. It's hard to follow up on it, I understand, because volume 1 is such an amazing body of work, but the stories are better and the art is next level when it comes to detail, which makes me think Piskor had a longer time to work on those issues than the ones in volume 2. Now, they are good and worth reading. However, if I had to rate volume 1 versus volume 2, volume 1 would be a 10, where volume 2 would only be a 7. And they did cheap out on the book quality as well, which feels quite flimsy. It's a matte finish this time around. The cover is unlaminated. Volume 1 is laminated, which I think contributes to that wavy bendiness, and paper quality feels really thin and wavy as well. So that's all I have to say for this book. So do yourself a favor, check out the series, make sure to like and subscribe if you're into this kind of content, and we'll see you next time. Take care.